Well, this is part 2 of cleaning up a mesh and putting materials on. This is just a bit of recap from the end of part 1 with me wondering what I'm doing as usual and trying to find the little corner that you can drag down to make another window. It's a pain, this is. Well, no, it's not having it. So we'll go there till we get 2 little arrows, then right click, split area, and then there we go. We've got 2 windows now. They're both showing the same thing at the moment. We'll go in here and switch this to shader editor because we want to start putting materials on, or colouring in as I tend to refer to it. I took the light out, so we'll not do materials first on the object. We'll go to world and I'll just scroll across there, switch the bottom window to rendered. There's something not right here. Something not right at all. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, very strange. I'll forget about that for the time being. Just drag these across. Oh, I should have zoomed in. Come on. Oh, come on, Adrian. There we go. We'll add a texture. Environment texture. Pop him there. We'll add vector mapping. Drop him there. And we'll add input texture coordinate. Right, now we'll zoom in. And then we'll generate it into vector. Vector into vector. And we'll just middle mouse and shuffle across, and colour into colour. And well, I'm in edit mode. I want to be in object mode. That's amazing. It would never. The old versions would never render in edit mode. Well, not as far as I can remember. Going to desktop, find an HDRI. And I've recovered quite a few that I lost. We'll use one of these 2. Rat House. Now I'll use Vignaioli, whatever it's called. Night. Takes a while to open. But it is doing its stuff. There it is. Yeah, I like this little square sort of courtyard, whatever it is. Again, if we shift it on the Z-axis, we can get a different view behind. Not that I usually use the view behind, but going to Object now, New, and it's the right-hand text we're doing. That's the one we've modified, or modified the mesh on. And I'm going to add, I've forgotten what it is now, I think it's titanium. I'll pull it in off the other screen because these will drag and drop, these textures. Environment textures won't, but image textures will. And it's image textures we're using. There we are, titanium scuffed. We've got base colour. That's the normal map or bump map. Titanium roughness and metallic. And I'll just shift those back across now. And I'll pull them in. Oh, got an error there. I'll do it again. Must have had my face held funny. Right, there we are. It always takes a while for the first one to drop in. That's colour into base colour. And then we'll collapse it by pressing that little arrow. And I'll bring in the metallic, and It always drops them in a stupid place, I don't know why. Go non-colour data. Not so sure with Unreal Engine textures that you have to do this, but I always have, so I'll keep on doing it. And then we'll bring in the roughness. It is annoying that. You'd think it'd just sort of pop it where I let go, but no. A bit too easy. Right, collapse that. And then we'll bring in the normal map. Non-colour data. And then we have to add a bump map, so it's vector bump, because it's making little bumps in the surface, you see. So we plug that, and when I grab it into the height, and then we'll have to shuffle this up a bit until I can see the bit. And normal, amazingly enough, goes into normal. And now we have the material on the right hand side, which is the, as I say, there it is, it's rendered. Looks quite smart. And then we'll go, we don't go new, we press this little arrow, and it's material 01 we've just created, and there it is again. And immediately it drops onto the original, the left alone mesh, if you like. So they've both got material on now. And as you can see, there is no real difference. It's strange, this. But as soon as you get them to rotate or anything, or animate them, you get all those little artifacts I showed you. Well, it's what we started curing. Join area, move the arrow up. The arrows are hard to see, but you get used to it. You see, there's just nothing on that left-hand side. Looks as clean as the right-hand side. Most odd. Anyway, we'll go back here and we'll go 7, top view. I thought I got rid of that little light, but I haven't. I see it's there. We'll add a Bezier circle and scale it up, no matter how much. Then we'll select the first bit of text and shift left click the second bit of text, and then Control J to join them, and you'll see they'll all go the same colour. There they go. And I'll get the move tool for this, which is the little cross things on the left hand side there when I get my act together. There they are. There. Now we move the origin, the little orange dot's the origin, move it till it's on the circle. It doesn't have to be exact, but it has to be pretty close. There we go. Now we add a modifier, and it's going to be a curve modifier. And we've only got one curve, so we go into Object, and we pick Bezier Circle. And as you can see, it's all back to front and any old how. You can go through these, but it tends to do some quite exciting things. So we click through them till we find one, and that's the right way round, but it's lying down. So we'll leave it there, and we'll RX90, and it stands up. Perfect. Now if we move it on the x-axis, it'll follow the curve. Don't be tempted to try and rotate it, that won't work. So they're on, but they're not saying anything. So I'll switch them on and off again. There we go. Little tinkers must have got tired. I know how they feel. Now we don't use rotation. You'd be tempted to, but I can assure you it all goes completely pear-shaped. It's the X location we want. And here we have it. Now you can see that the mesh we didn't clean up has got all those little lines on it. Can you see them? Can't see them on the H, but come round to the one we did clean up, and perfect. Or as near perfect as it ever need to be. Wonderful. And that is about it for part 2. Well, for this little exercise.